Hi, this is Dez Futak from dezfutak.com on day 11 of my 90-day internet marketing challenge. Today I'm going to talk to you about keyword research. As I said yesterday in yesterday's video, I thought I'd have a few lessons. I sound like a teacher, don't I? A few video sessions where I was just going to go into a little bit more detail about how I use keyword research to find the best way to market online. So I'm going to switch this this kind of screenshot camera off now, and I'm going to take you over to the computer and just show you some of the online tools that I use that I find useful. And then in later video tutorials, video sessions, I'm going to be telling you some of the more advanced techniques that I use when I'm doing market research. Hi, this is Dez Futak here again, and I'm just standing in front of my computer now, and I'm going to start off just by showing a few very easy things today. Something that maybe some of you are doing already, but maybe I can show you one or two new tricks. So what I've done, I've just started with probably something that's one of the most common searches on the internet at the moment during this period of economic uncertainty, and it's the phrase "make money online." And you can immediately see that we've got a rather lot of competitors here, 172 million people using searching for the words which contain the phrase "make money online." Now, one little thing which I hope some of you know this already, but some of you may not. If you put inverted commas around the search, then what Google then returns is just that phrase "money online," and you can see that there's still over 15 million people searching for this particular phrase. Now, these numbers here are actually based on a UK search. If you want to do a comparison with other countries, then what you have to do is use a proxy server. And there's one proxy server that I think probably beats the rest hands down, and it's US World Proxy 202.com. There's also an Australian version as well. And what we can do with US World Proxy is we can pretend that we're actually searching from the United States, because obviously that previous search result there, although it says search the web, these results are actually tailored for the UK as well. And in fact, you see I'm logged on here onto my Gmail account. If I log out and do the same search again, I will get a slightly different number compared to when I'm logged into Gmail. This is just something I've noticed. I'm not quite sure why Google does this. It might be because it's trying to tailor to some extent the search results based on the knowledge that it has of me and my Gmail account. And as it turns out, in this particular case, the numbers are very well, almost identical. But obviously, in reality, you know, this is just an approximate number. Okay, let's just have a look at Google through the eyes of an American searcher across the pond from where I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow client-side scripting and cookies to be stored. I don't want meta information stripped from the tags, so I'm just going to put in here google.com again. You can see I've obviously searched this before because it's remembered. And now it looks like I'm actually in the States rather than the UK. So if I just grab that phrase that we had before and see what we get in the States, we may get a very similar number for all I know. Let's just have a look. And we get 14.8 million people in comparison. So some of those, only about 300,000 people are, there's a slight difference, but not a big difference in terms of the number. But what you will notice is a difference in the adverts. Okay, so when we looked at our search results from Google the first time round, you can actually see that we've got some sponsored links up here. These are people who are putting up a lot of money to search for that phrase, because if you go to the Google keyword tool and look at the cost per click for that particular phrase, "make money online," I could easily imagine it's £4 or £5, and maybe $7 or $8 per click, and that's if you've got a very good quality score on your landing page. Now, if all of what I've just said is foreign to you, don't worry. I will be. I'm doing a free video training course. If you go to dezfutak.com, sign up on the opt-in box there. I've got a free video course that I'm bringing out soon, which will go into a lot more detail about the basics of Google AdWords and advertising on the internet. But just for now, if you bear with me, if you're a complete newcomer to all of this, I'm not really doing anything clever at the moment, and anyone can do what I've just done. But what I want to show you is something to do with the sponsored links on the right hand side here, because if you're targeting a particular country, you want to make sure that the ad copy that you use suits the language or suits the region that is applicable to you. I mean, it is true that the UK, United States and Australia and the surrounding islands that speak English, we do use the same language, but we use the language in a very different way. Now that's something you can only really gain experience in by actually doing a lot of advertising. The alternative to that, contradicting myself, is to actually look at some of the adverts. Now we've got some adverts here. Make £300 in 15 minutes, simple step-by-step system, start today. Now that advert there is obviously something which it's got a good call to action there, start today, make money online. It's using the phrase. Underdogwealthsystem.com is a nice URL, nice website there. So it's got some clues there in the text, the sort of thing they're trying to market. Now obviously you can try different websites. If you've got a budget where you can buy several domain names, you can try running the same advert with different domain names and see which one does better. And notice they've got the good thing there, capitalization on each letter, at the beginning of each letter of the words here. Let's just compare that with one of the adverts on the American results here. Okay, $260,000 plus first year income, find out my secret to success. So there's some good ad copy there again. Now I haven't really done much on keywords yet, so I'm just getting distracted by the ads themselves, and I'll talk to you more about ad copy later on. So let's just do a little keyword research here. The first thing I would always use when I'm looking for terms in Google is I would use Google Wonderwheel, because Google Wonderwheel shows me how things are related to one another. And I'm not sure we'll be able to get Google Wonderwheel working under the proxy, but we can under the UK search here. And obviously if you're in the States doing this, then you can do something similar. So I'm going to show you the Wonderwheel first, and then I will show you, if I get time, I'll show you today the timeline as well. So here we have some related keywords. Now the great thing, I've done a Google Wonderwheel tutorial before, but I didn't really go into a lot of detail. Great thing about Google Wonderwheel is it actually tells you the related terms that have been looked for a particular phrase that you're looking at, and that gives you a clue as to the broader topic. It actually helps you get inside the mind of your potential customer or prospect, because you can see here, for example, make money paid surveys. So that's a very particular search term there. Somebody wants to take surveys and get money. Then we have make money online affiliate. So there's somebody who wants to make money through affiliate scheme. They clearly know what they're looking for. So if you were, for example, you were promoting an affiliate marketing scheme or training course, that might be a search term that you're interested in. Twitter, make money. There are countless number of e-courses, videos, even software that you can now get, which supposedly sucks money into your bank account via getting loads and loads of followers on Twitter. And I would strongly urge you not to do that, because most of them are a complete waste of time, because you do get lots of followers, but they're not targeted ones, and they tend to be people who are just trying to make money themselves. So everyone's just spamming each other with make money, look at all these followers I've got, and nobody's really listening to each other. Don't use Twitter to directly make money. Use it as a social platform to advertise yourself, to brand yourself, but don't do it to make money. I've made that mistake and it got me nowhere. Make money online blogging. So there's somebody who's perhaps interested in using their own blog to make some money. A blog is certainly a good place to go if you want to find out information, and then you might click on some adverts or might sign up on somebody's marketing system or scheme. And that's how I partly operate in my business. I offer things free on the front end, and that's part of the marketing funnel. Everyone does that, but it's really to do with the value that you give in the meantime. If you're not just trying to sell people something. So Google Wonderwheel. Something I just want to quickly show you before I stop, because I'm going to run out of time soon, is the timeline. Now the great thing about the timeline is the fact that it gives seasonal variations very, very easily. So if we just zoom onto here, obviously since the birth of the internet things have rapidly increased. I would hesitate to put some interpretation on this, because obviously it's partly seasonal. You might argue this is signs of recovery in the economy, or you might say, well, after Christmas it always peaks anyway, because of the fact that people are hard up after they spent loads at Christmas time if they're in the Western world. So if we just compare this to 2008, and we'll go to month 8 or month 7 and have a look, see if there's any seasonal variation there. Well, it definitely looks like it's on the down rather than on the up. So there was definitely a peak, the peak period of when the media was taking hold of the recession, but in fact the recession is definitely still with us in terms of the traditional methods of making money. I'm coming up to my 10 minutes now, so I better stop, but I'll carry on tomorrow.